Saturdays will never be the same again as the playground launches its weekly rooftop market in Braamfontein tomorrow. We spoke to Adam Levy, the man driving this initiative. Just to start us off, why Braamfontein?
It was a little while ago. It's been 18 years, I think, in Braamfontein, but it just seemed like the right place at the right time. And, it's wonderfully well located next to Wits University. The Nelson Mandela Bridge had just been built. It's kind of closed, relatively restricted, which means that there's really a wonderful opportunity to do magical things inside that space. So I just haphazardly landed on it, and I've been at it ever since.
Mm-hmm. And people are familiar with what was known previously as the neighbor goods market. What can they expect to be different this time around? What makes the playground unique?
Well, there are many of the aspects that people loved about the neighbor goods market, which will remain in that space. It's an artisan market, so we have handpicked the most dynamic stallholders that have been around in the last 10 years, people that are new and fresh and dynamic in the space. So certainly the food, entertainment, amusement aspect of it is still very much there, but the playground is a new adaptation for a new time. It's a world that's post-COVID, and it's also around about the kind of construct of what my business has always been around, and my business is called Braamfontein. So the playground, different variant adaptations. It's a new age, a new vision, and the vision is much more amplified. So we're going to have live performance murals. We're very focused around musical entertainment aspects. So that's going to be a very, very big driving force of the future of this new market space.
And in your opinion, is the community ready for this market experience?
I absolutely believe that the market's ready for it. I mean, sometimes you can make things that are a little bit forward-thinking and progressive, but they also, they task your audience to aspire harder, to dream bigger. And those are the sorts of things that I've always been in the business of doing. So to make things that are transformatively change-making, and people will step into that space because that's the human condition. We built that way.
Mm-hmm. And innovations, Adam, that are key in building the culture in communities like Braamfontein?
Well, we're doing a very exciting thing now, which we've just locked in association with Yoko. They seem like a natural partner, is this youth, and not only youth, an entrepreneurial aspect through the market, which is going to be a showcase of different enterprising people doing amazing things, creating new dynamic stories. And the market really has always been focused around multiculturalism, aspect to bring everybody from every walk of life together to, talk about ideas and exchange different experiences. And that's how we grow and evolve and develop. And that's going to be a very, very big driving force of the playground. A focal point on new age entrepreneurialism. We've got our first thing is going to be a collaborative association, which we're doing, and it's going to be around streetwear. So we've got 5 young, dynamic, up and coming, operators in that space, and we're going to give them a platform. And every single month there will be a new platform guided by a different director, a different curator, telling a different story.
Interesting. Adam, just speaking on entrepreneurs, how important was it for you to create that space or that platform for them to showcase their products, just maybe economically as well, in the context of Johannesburg?
Listen, it's vitally important because I'm an entrepreneur, and this is the governance of how I'm created. So I know, entrepreneurs are solution-based people who are trying to find answers to questions all the time. And Braamfontein, has a very big youth community and culture, and people over there are finding their way into the world, and they will find that life very quickly presents with problems. And if you're malleable and adaptable, strong-willed and resilient, you can make magic. And magic is the birthplace of entrepreneurship. And I think that's a very, very exciting platform. And we want to be the custodian home base of where that magic is made, where it gets delivered.
Absolutely, Adam. Is there anything that I didn't ask that you think is significant just regarding the market itself or tomorrow, the experience, anything at all that you think, might interest someone to come and visit?
You've touched on all the key points over here, but one thing that I do want to do as an extension and an invitation to people coming into the market is that there was, for years, Braamfontein was this dynamic, melting pot, magical thing, and aspects of that very firmly still there. There was a moment where people might have thought, that the place, or not Braamfontein specifically, but the city was kind of falling to pieces and getting a little bit more well-ridden or grime-ridden, and we have focused very intently on security. We've placed, hundreds of different cameras in. The entire neighborhood's under 24-hour surveillance, which is the first area in the inner city of Johannesburg to have this type of capability. We are focusing on experiential aspects of it. So when you come into Braamfontein now, instead of having people, ask for money when you get in the car, the objective is now to try and amplify every aspect of it from the minute you arrive. So, people, instead of saying, we're here to look after your car, they're going to say, hi, we're a welcome committee to Braamfontein, where can we guide you? And that is a very, very different directional feeling. And it's a part of the process of upgrading and improving everybody's lives, from, people that are on the streets to people that are, coming in here who are CEOs of companies. It's very wide-ranging, and it's going to be very inviting. We want people to come there with a smile on their face, because they're going to leave with a smile on their face.
Absolutely, Adam. Thank you so much for your time. It was an absolute pleasure speaking to you.